everybody. It's Kelli Ballard, the Abundance Business Coach, and we are back the week after Thanksgiving. We are going to continue our deep dive into balance, which is kind of a play on words. I haven't mentioned it lately, but I'm a bookkeeper by trade, have been for about 30 years. I still have those resources available if someone needs bookkeeping help as we come close to the end of the year. But also my passion is coaching small business owners and helping them really wade through all the noise and find that straight line to achieving their goals and dreams and passions, and really finding that abundance and that fulfillment in what they do. So we're kind of taking a deep dive through balance, and this week we are taking kind of a deeper dive into alignment and ways that we can make sure that we're in complete alignment with our values, our employees, our vendors, and that our operation is just running as smoothly as it possibly can. So, we're going to kind of talk today about asking. We're looking at A words this week. So we're going to kind of talk about asking. And if we were all standing in a room and I could see you, I would say, raise your hand if you remember being told as a child, what you don't know can't hurt you. You remember that? Whatever you don't know can't hurt you. Well, we've come to find out sometimes the hard way as business owners, that's just not the truth. In fact, there may be nothing less true. What we don't know can and often does hurt us when we are trying to run a business. So one of the things that I found out recently that I was not terribly surprised by, but according to Forbes magazine, only 14% of employees know or understand what their company's strategic purpose is, or why they're in business, what the passion of that business owner is that drove them to open that business. 14% of the employees have a really clear understanding what that is. And even sadder is fewer than 10% of business owners are effectively executing a strategy to meet that purpose. And that is why I am here and I do what I do, because I want to see business owners lined up, straight line with their values, with their purpose, and executing that magically. So that's why I do what I do. So today we're talking about ask. We're talking about being in alignment and having our whole organization holistically in alignment. So what would happen, and this is just kind of a challenge to you, I'm just going to kind of jump into coaching mode today and say, what would happen if you asked your employees how you could better execute your strategic plans? What would happen? Is there any possibility that one or more of your employees might have an idea you haven't thought of? Maybe. Okay, let's be really radical. Let's be like totally out there. What if you asked one of your customers? Oh, come on. Don't get too crazy. Seriously. How many times have you gone into a business or dealt with a business that you've thought, if they did this or this, my experience with them would be better. They should do this and this. And you think, you're a business owner, you've got kind of an idea what the backside of it looks like. Why aren't they doing this or this? If they did that, maybe things would be better. So what if you went to some of your customers and asked them questions and got input from your customers? Now, here's a challenge. Could you hear an idea that was different from yours, from an employee or from a customer, and not take it personally, that it was something that you didn't think of or that you weren't doing? Could you do that? Because if you can't, then don't do it. because you're just going to have your feelings hurt. But if you really think that you could hear from a customer or an employee and not take it personally, I challenge you to talk to your key employees, ask them some questions, and see if they see areas of misalignment. What would make them want to come to work more than they do now? Being willing to hear this information can catapult your effectiveness as a team exponentially forward. You build goodwill with your employees by asking questions, asking strategic questions. And if you don't know what questions to ask, give me a call, get on my calendar, make an appointment, and we'll brainstorm around what some of the questions that you need to ask that would be beneficial to you to ask. Many of the business owners that I've worked with have thought they knew how to effectively motivate their employees. And they come up with a reward system that they think is going to work, and it doesn't. And then they're frustrated. Well, they didn't ask their employees, what motivates you? Do you want money or do you want time off? If the employees want time off and the employer gives them money, they're not aligned. They're missing each other. The employee would rather have time off with their family than the extra money. Maybe they really want the money and you're trying to offer them time off. Ask those questions. This will most likely bring you into better alignment with your employees, with your customers, and give you a deeper and a better opportunity to recognize and reward your employees and your customers. So besides, I haven't mentioned yet, ask the question is like my life motto. Ask the question. So I love today's subject about ask, because what we don't know can hurt us, especially as business owners. So if you have some questions, some lack of clarity around what questions you would want to ask an employee, like I said, jump on my calendar. We'll do a complimentary consultation and see if we can brainstorm about it. That's what I got for you guys today. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.